Good morning. Welcome to the Clues Lutherie. I'm Mark, and today it's NJD. Sorry, New Jig Day. And I went back and forth on how I was going to do the Mortise Tenon to the extreme. It was ridiculous. And I thought about the LMI jig. They're out of business. I looked at the templates by StuMac, and they're plastic, and they were like around $130, I think, somewhere in there. And then I just decided if I screw up the body of the guitar somehow, because I wing it, it would cost far more. So I bought the good one, and it's from Elevate Lutherie. It's solid aluminum, and it's got this beautiful adjustment ability where by moving this from here to in this position, you do the mortise on the body of the guitar using this form here. By moving this over here in that adjusted spot, you do the tenon at the end of your neck. So there's some great videos out there how to use this. I'm not going to go into a bunch of that, but I'll show you what I'm doing as I use it. And the first thing is, you can do one or the other first. For me, I think doing the body of the guitar makes more sense first. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, in doing a dry run of this, it took enough effort to get this just right that I'm afraid I'm going to cheat you out of the process because I don't want to redo it. I mean, it's very doable, but let me explain what I did. This whole thing, these screws loosen, and this whole thing can slide back and forth. What I did before I started, I made a mark right here for how deep I want that tenon to go into the guitar. The other thing I did is I marked the center of the top, right where they joined, not where this joins, because that can be different. In fact, it is slightly. But where the two pieces of wood join, here, and I did it down here as well. Now there's a hole here that gives you visibility, but not a great lineup opportunity. This is the center line down here. And I put a block of wood on the other end of this brace, because I do have a transverse brace that I had to go over as a clamping call. And I've got that tightened down. And I put this other one on here for a little bit more stability. I have a piece of wood on that, a call on that as well. So the idea is that I'm going to use this form to cut this down. And I'm going to double check the length on what I have on the neck marked out. I think I'm down about 3/4 of an inch. Okay, I'm going to take my first shallow cut on this. I've double, triple checked everything, so here's hoping. Man, that throws out a lot of wood. But that looks beautiful so far. Okay, I'm going to adjust it and keep going down. All right, it's looking pretty good here. Let me double check the depth before I tear all this apart. But I should be at, well, boy, I don't know. It's a little hard to see in there. Here we go. 3/4 of an inch, which is, that's what I wanted. Okay. I ran into an issue. Before I take this off, where, oh, and it came off again. The ball bearing kept riding up as I was going, and it would have gone right off the top of this. So I put some tape in here. I did it twice, but it obviously didn't hold up to the spinning. I think what helped me is the glue was left and made it harder for this to ride up. Yeah, it's pretty stiff. But let's see what we got. Man, that really throws out some wood. All right. Okay, pull this out. There's my hunk of wood for that one. This one was a little precarious, but okay. Ooh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, that is smooth. Oh, I like it. Okay, so this is done. The next thing I have to do is set up to do the tenon on the neck. All right, what I've done is I have moved this from this position up to here. When you do that, what's really cool about this is it sets the depth of the tenon to match what you did with the mortise. So it's the right length, exactly. I double checked it. I just wanted to make sure, because I had drawn the shape and it just fell right in place. So once again, see, I adjusted the angle so that this matches that 1 degree cut I did. You probably can't see it. Down here, I put that pin in. Oh, you're right. Now I can take it out. And that centers it with the truss rod channel. And then down a little bit lower, this piece of metal is center line. I made sure that's in the middle. And that means that we should be able to rock and roll. So here goes nothing. That tape will not stay in place. This is really a problem. That thing's riding right up. I don't know what to do about it. So, I figured out that this bit I had missed came with a piece of plastic. And the idea was apparently cut it to the length you want to keep it from going up. I think that's really stupid, but because you can't, I mean, once you do it, what if you need a different setting? So, anyway, I set that, I was able to cut it. The good news is, did a really nice job. I also, you can see, I cut a little extra deep here, and that'll help me set this later without having to sand all of it. I just have to sand this part around here and here when I'm fitting the neck. The downside is, I'm not sure how, but I cut this a little bit too short, even though it looked right on my mark. So this fits really nicely. A little, not as tight as it, yeah, it's pretty tight. Not as tight as I've seen. But it's, I don't know if this will show, how well this will show up, but it's too deep. My phone's going off. And as I was saying, so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to make something to shim down there. and then just make it a little big and then sand it until I get this set right, and I'll just glue it in place. So not a disaster, but I would like to know really why it happened. But there we go. I mean, other than the problem I was having with the bit, okay, my fault, it was really a pretty smooth process. It kicked out a lot of sawdust. But yeah, so it's starting to look a little bit like a guitar. So thanks a lot for stopping by. I appreciate it. And I hope to see you in the next one. Watch us come to fruition. Bye.